Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Leah Eversole and today I'm going to be talking about cognitive aging. And I have Mr. Neuron here, our representative brain cell, to help us with our discussion today. Welcome to Deerdorf Senior Center. This is in downtown Franklin, Ohio. And today we are talking about aging in style, what you need to know. First, we'll start off with what happens to our brain as we age. If you'll look to the right here, we have a human brain diagram. There's the frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, temporal lobe, and the spinal cord and cerebellum. Now, biologically, as we age, our brain overall gets smaller, and the frontal cortex decreases in size more quickly than the rest of the parts of the brain you see here. The hippocampus also becomes smaller as we age, and the hippocampus helps with forming memories, so this can lead to impairments in memory as we age. And overall, we use more of our brain as we get older than we would if we were our younger selves. Next, we'll look at what happens to our mind as we age. We looked at our brain, now let's look at our mind. In general, there are 6 categories of cognitive change as we get older. The first one is mental status. This is a test of our general IQ, which overall stays about the same as we age. However, if we see a significant decrease in IQ with testing, this could be a detection of dementia or other memory loss diseases. Next is attention. There are many types of attention, such as what you focus on and focusing on 2 things at one time. And the hardest part of attention as we get older is divided attention. This is very hard. Next is executive functioning. You might find yourself saying, "My brain feels fuzzy," and this could be caused by a lot of neural noise going on inside your brain. So executive functioning, such as making hard decisions or multiple decisions at a time, can be difficult sometimes as we age. Next is memory. For memory, overall, as we age, recognition is easier than recall. So you might say, "Oh, I would recognize someone if I saw their face," but you might have more difficulty recalling that person's name. Next, we have language. Language is the sum of the vocabulary we use to communicate with others. Our vocabulary stays high as we age. We know many words. However, we might have trouble accessing those words. So you might find yourself saying sometimes, "It's on the tip of my tongue, if I could just think of it." And finally, we have visual spatial functioning. This is looking at a map or seeing something from different perspectives in your mind. So in general, if you're looking at a new map, it might take you longer to read than it would when you were younger. Our next topic is social emotional factors in aging. There's one theory for this, and that's called the socio-emotional selectivity theory. For example, there is a perceived limit of time. Of course, we all might have aspirations of living to be over 100 years old, but we all know that we're not going to live to be 275 years old. So this perceived limited time that we have left leads us to focus on more emotional goals. This means that we've focused more on positive things as we age, which is a good thing. That means we have better regulation of emotion in day-to-day life. And this could mean that we have fewer friends, but these friendships will be of better quality overall. We tend to remember positive things as we age. Next, how do we avoid cognitive decline as we age? This question is a good one to answer. Firstly, we need to focus on developing a good sleep routine. And you might find yourself cognitively sharp in the morning times or in the evening, but kind of lagging during the afternoon. And if so, that's okay. It actually might be natural. If this is the case, just think of taking restful activities during the afternoon, during these cognitive lulls. Next, of course, everyone should have a healthy diet. Green leafy vegetables and lots of fruits and meats are always a good thing. And exercise. Now, this doesn't mean you have to go and exercise at the gym for hours upon end, but even just taking a slow walk in the morning or afternoon can lead to better cognitive aging as we get older. Also, compensatory measures. These are measures that our brain takes, even subconsciously, to help us with cognitive decline. Inhibition is a struggle as we age because we have more difficulty focusing our attention, deleting irrelevant information, and suppressing inappropriate responses. So if we take a conscious effort to work on these inhibition aspects, we might find ourselves being able to avoid cognitive decline as we age. Next, we have a comparison of younger adults versus older adults. As I said, we take compensation measures and structural changes even occur as we age in our brain. It becomes less lateralized, meaning the activity isn't on one hemisphere of the brain or the other. It's more bilateral in activity, meaning both hemispheres of the brain work together. This could be from a compensation via neural recruitment, meaning we use more of our brain to answer the same question we would have when we were younger. And a challenge with this is increased neural noise, as I mentioned before, which is just increased noise in our brain trying to get it less fuzzy and think exactly about what we're trying to think of. And you can see in this picture of younger adults versus older adults, more of the activity in the brain is just on one side in the younger adult brain, whereas in the older adult brain, it's on both the left and right side. So let's run down quickly about who does it better. Younger adults are better at inhibitory control, but older adults are better at emotional resilience. In general, processing speed is faster in younger adults than older adults, but older adults have much more factual knowledge and experience about the world. Prospective memory is good in younger adults, which means you can remember what to do in the future, but adults can take compensation processes such as putting a cue in the environment to help them remember to do these things in the future. And something that is for both younger adults and older adults is that our brain is flexible. No matter what age you are, our brain can adapt to many things. And lastly, the benefits of aging. The benefits of older adulthood: better emotional resilience, higher quality of relationships, higher factual knowledge, good compensation skills, and a flexible brain. So it's not all bad, right? Here's our references, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.